Hello, hello, hello. Hey, ladies, how you doing?
Hello.
Hope you're all having an awesome afternoon. So, how you doing? We're gonna get stuck straight into it. Good to see Sarah. Awesome to have you jumping on the call today. Karen, Sherry, good to see you, ladies. There's a couple things we're gonna cover today, but before we do that, like I do every single time, is I want to hear some wins. So, Sarah, because I haven't seen your awesome face in a while, let's start with you. What are some wins?
Hello.
You doing?
I'm okay. I let's put it this way. I guess my big win is recovering from the flu over the weekend
Yep.
and getting back on track today. So,
Nice. Good stuff. All right.
yep.
Awesome. Sherry, you got a win for us?
Well, I've been walking,
Yes.
and my big thing is this weight loss journey. I know I need to get in the gym tomorrow.
Mhm.
But I've in 2 weeks I'm down 3.5 pounds, and that makes me very excited and gives me good motivation. So
That's brilliant. That
that's
is,
that.
excuse my language, but that's fucking awesome. Well done.
That's okay. It's my favorite word. I just stay professional on these calls.
All right. Karen, you got a win for us?
Yes. So my win today is because I'm trying to stay on track. So I did get up a little bit late. I've been having some vertigo, but aside from that, I got up, I made my bed, and I was dressed within 30 minutes of getting up and starting my day.
Nice. Awesome work.
Yeah.
Wendy, Basma jumping in. All right, ladies. So we're gonna get stuck straight into it. There is going to be some nutrition stuff covered. Obviously, we're going to go through the goals for September, and then we're going to go through one of my favorite topics, as you all know, is the mental aspect, right? If you hear a lot of noise in the background, I'm in the main city of the Dominican Republic, and I'm on a main road, and it is noisy as hell. So please excuse the traffic in the background. So we're going to talk about your new mindset versus your old mindset, right? So the growth mindset. So when we're talking about growth mindset, a big part of this journey for everyone, and like I talk about all the time, is understanding that the person you are currently or the person that you were before has to die and you have to become a new person, right? This means your habits, your standards, the way that you see things, the way that you think about things, your day, everything needs to change because if you're trying to lose 10 pounds or 100 pounds, you have to become a different person, right? Which means the way that you look at life has to be different. So when we're talking about growth mindset, when you're looking at difficult things through the day, are you looking at the obstacles you're facing with the old mindset? So maybe like the negative or the mindset where nothing's going to work, everything's difficult, or are you looking at the things and challenges through the day with the new mindset? Are you welcoming the challenges, right? Are you welcoming the obstacles? Because as soon as you can shift from that old mindset into the new mindset where you start to realize that, okay, cool, I'm traveling this month, like a lot of you are, instead of me going into the old ways of like not exercising or eating shitty food or having the excuse to drink because I'm out with friends or work colleagues or whatever, can I change that mindset into the new way of thinking? Okay, cool. I'm going to be challenged because I'm traveling a lot. I don't need to drink, right? I don't need to skip food. I don't need to overeat. So your new mindset, your growth mindset has to evolve with you as you lose the weight, as you become fitter, as you become more disciplined. One of my favorite ways to think about this is the old Adam or the old version of me got me into this position that I don't like. So I can't expect the old version of me, the old Adam, to get me out of this situation, right? I have to evolve my mindset. So this is why like journaling is super important. I talk about this all the time, especially in the evening. What you listen to before you go to bed and before you get up and start the day is really important. How you think about the day and how you think about obstacles is super, super important. Again, I've mentioned this before, but the training and the nutrition, the exercise is not specifically just to get you stronger or just to get you losing a few pounds. It's to help build that mentality, to help build that mindset. So through this month, I really want you to identify and kind of have a look at your life or kind of have a look at yourself from a bird's eye perspective. Am I going through the day with the old Basma, I'm just using you as an example, Basma's way of thinking, or am I going through the day trying to expand my mind into a growth mindset? Am I looking at the challenges and the stuff that I'm doing with a different set of eyes. Because if you can reach that level, then everything's going to become a hell of a lot easier for you to sort of get through. Does that all kind of make sense to everyone? Yeah. Basma, what's your takeaway from that?
Sometimes the old Basma, the old mindset tries to sneak into the new mindset. And I'm this is what I do.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give you an example. Like the win of the last week, I had self-care and I had a quality time with my mom, and we went to the Atlantic Beach. So I was checking everything that I was eating. So this is one of the things, like, this is the new mindset. Like, even though I'm enjoying my time, I'm on vacation, but again, I pay attention to what I'm eating. So this is, yeah, so.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Basma, you're right. It doesn't get to a stage where the old version of you doesn't try and sneak back in, right?
Exactly.
It's always going to be there. One of the best ways to look at this is you're always going to have the angel and the devil, right? Like always tempting you to do things. The trick is to never let the devil open the door. So whatever your vice is, if your vice is food or alcohol or sleeping in or staying up late or scrolling through TikTok, that's the vice that then opens the door. So when that door opens a little bit, it lets everything else back in. It lets your bad habits back in. It lets your negative thoughts back in. And then what you do is you just go down a spiral. The way that you stop that from happening is doing the things every single day that the future version of yourself is going to thank you for, right? So even if it becomes boring, monotonous, whatever, you know, brushing your teeth is monotonous. You've got to do it every single day. If you don't do it, your teeth are going to fall out, right? This is the same way we have to look at our health. The unfortunate thing with this is coming to the realization that, okay, shit, I need to do this for the rest of my life. There's not going to be a day where I can take the foot off the gas, because if you take the foot off the gas, what will happen is then it's easy to stop for 2 weeks, and then it's easy to stop for 3 months. And then before you know it, you're back at square one. So your homework around this topic tonight for everyone is look at your day and look at where the devil or the bad wolf or like the bad version of you tries to open that door. Does it do it with overeating? Does it do it with undereating? Does it do it with excuses? I can't get to the gym. Does it do it excuses when it comes to I'm traveling this month a lot and I don't know if I'm going to have time to get my nutrition in? Because as much as your excuses are valid, right? Yeah, you might be traveling, you might be busy, you might have had a shit night's sleep. There are valid excuses, but there are excuses that the old version or the weaker version of you is going to use to open the door to a pathway that you don't want to take. So as soon as you start to see every decision, black and white, right or wrong, when it comes to this journey, it becomes really easy to identify, okay, that's a valid excuse. I've had a really busy day, but it's this busy day that's going to count if I make it to the gym or not. It's this busy day that's going to count if I do my meal prep or not. Because if I don't do it today, then it's an excuse I can use tomorrow or the next day. And like I said, before you know it, you're 3 months down the track of going back to the old ways of doing things. All right.
True.
All right. So let's jump into some macros and macro manipulation. I had a great conversation with Jess. Unfortunately, she's not on the call tonight, but so I don't know if you all saw the win that Jess posted today, but she's able to fit back into the size jean pants that she wore when she was 18. So she's super excited about that. So it's a huge win for her. But the reason that I was going to bring her up and let her have a conversation about this was macro manipulation, right? So when we're talking about your macros through the week, your fats, your carbohydrates, and your proteins, and then obviously your calories, if you're traveling or if you're busy, and let's say, for example's sake, I traveled yesterday, so I know I underate yesterday, and I know I didn't hit my protein yesterday, which means today I'm going to make sure that I try and get as much protein in as possible. So for you ladies that are traveling this month or busy this month or whatever the case is, I want you to start looking at your week from tonight, right? On a Monday, go, what does the rest of my week look like? Do I have to go out on Wednesday night to go and celebrate someone's birthday? Do I have to go to a barbecue on Sunday? Like, what does my week look like? and then start to plan your food accordingly for the week. So again, if you're traveling and having to catch a flight on Thursday, okay, cool. Do I have protein snacks for the plane? Do I know, can I eat enough protein the day before and the day after, right? Can I make sure that the week is set up to make sure that I'm getting all of my macros in by the end of the week? So one is you need to know your numbers every single day. And then two, you should know your weekly totals, right? So let's just use round numbers as an example. So 7 days in a week, let's just say you're eating 2,000 calories every single day. So it's 14,000 calories by the end of the week that you need to consume to be in a calorie deficit. So that means that on Monday, you can have more calories. On Tuesday, you can have less calories. On Wednesday, you can have more calories. Thursday, you can have less calories. That's absolutely fine. You can do the same thing with your protein, your carbohydrates, and your fats. So again, using round numbers, let's say you have to eat 100 grams of protein every single day. So 700 grams of protein by the end of the week. If you have a busy Wednesday and you can't get enough protein in, it is okay to move that protein over to Thursday or over to Friday. We want to make sure that the books are squared off and level, as in you've hit your totals by the end of the week. So your week doesn't have to start Monday to Sunday, but it's just an easy reference point, right? So just make sure that in your tracking that you understand, okay, cool. I know I missed 50 grams of protein yesterday, or I missed 50 grams of carbohydrates yesterday. So I'm going to be under. So for the rest of the week, I can either add on every single day, right? Like 10 grams extra every single day. Or I know I've got to go to Sarah's wedding on Wednesday. So I'm going to save those grams of protein or those grams of fat because I underate yesterday for that. So look at your weekly totals versus just your daily totals. This does a couple things, right? It's going to help you understand that you can go and have the ice cream, or you can go out for barbecue, and it's not going to ruin your day. It's not going to ruin your journey at all. We're not looking at day to day, we're looking at the week, right? It is also going to help you understand that if you fuck up today, it doesn't mean the rest of the week's a mess. It just means you need to adjust for the rest of the week. So if you get dragged out to dinner tonight and you've got to go and have, I don't know, Mexican with the family or whatever, and you know you're going to overeat calories, then tomorrow cut down on your calories. And then Wednesday you can cut down again. Because that, even if you're just guessing at what you ate or taking a guesstimation at how many calories you ate or your macros you ate, you can still adjust the rest of the week. Does that kind of make sense to everyone? So getting your head around this is going to help you have a superpower when it comes to food. Because the thing that I see time and time again is someone on a Monday or a Tuesday fucking up their diet, and then them just saying, okay, I'm not going to even bother for the rest of the week. And then they throw the baby out with the bathwater, and before they know it, it takes an entire another week before they start getting back on track. All right. Sarah, what's your takeaway with that?
Well, with the busy, stressful thing that is going to be happening for me going into next month, that's going to be very helpful, because I know there's going to be days that I'm probably going to eat a little bit more and then remember to eat less the next day. So I'm definitely liking the manipulation part, because I know it's going to be that way. So
yeah, 100%. And the other part of this is, if you are an emotional eater, or if you like to snack in the evenings and you have a shitty day and you come home and you want to eat the bag of fucking Doritos or the Oreos, then do it, but then understand the macros of the food you're eating and adjust the rest of the week. So if you're, for example, say having a really bad day at work and you want to go and have some ice cream, do it, but understand how much ice cream you're eating, weigh it out, and understand the macros, put it into the system, and then see what it's going to do to affect the rest of the week.
Yep.
I'm never going to say don't eat the hamburger or don't enjoy the pizza, but it's more so understanding what it's doing to your nutrition for the rest of the week. You don't just become fat because you have one slice of cake, right? That one slice of cake might throw you over 500 calories for the day. But then the problem is tomorrow you go out for pizza and then you're 1,000 calories over. And then on Wednesday, you try and
Mhm.
get something healthy and have sushi, and you're 1,000 calories over again, right?
Yep.
Then by the entire week, you're over by so many calories. There's no way you're going to be able to outwork it in the gym. And there's no way you're ever going to be in a calorie deficit. So understanding food more than being scared of it or cutting it out of your diet altogether, that is the way that this lasts the rest of your life. And you have the superpower over food versus food having power over you. All right. Make sense? Good. Comprehend it? Cool. All right. So talking about September's goals, before we jump into that, the Spartan Sisters, there's a stack of new workouts that are going to start to populate tomorrow morning. So you'll see version 3 of new daily workouts that start to populate from tomorrow morning. So keep an eye out for that. They're going to be around the same intensity as the workouts that have been currently populating. Lavona, I know you've been crushing them, so good stuff with us. I know you're a big fan of them. So just keep an eye out for that, please. And then September goals. After this call, please just shoot me a message on how your September goals are going. Just give me some updates on what's happening with them and what you're doing with them. Are you making progress already, or are you stuck? One thing I want you to make sure you're doing every single day with your goals is at the end of the day, journaling and writing them down, right? So even if it's as simple as drinking more water or getting to bed on time or getting to the gym 5 times a week or whatever it is, your September goals are really important to keep in the front of your mind, right? So I don't want you just to send them to me at the beginning of the month and then not think about them for the rest of the month, right? So every single Monday, I'm going to ask you about them, right? And then I want some feedback on them. But every single night when you do your journaling, you should be writing them down, because this is going to help your subconscious understand that these things are important and we have to make adjustments in the day to make sure we're headed in the right direction with these goals. All right. Make sense? Good. Perfect. Cool, cool. The other thing I wanted to touch on is I'm super proud of all of you, because you guys have become like super motivational with each other and like sharing your wins, sharing your photos. So please keep doing that. All right. You're inspiring each other. And I talk about this all the time. You're either going to intimidate or inspire. And I know none of you really know each other from a bar of soap, but you do inspire each other. And I see it in the chat and I see it in private conversations, right? So please make sure you keep doing it. Post your sweaty selfie, post the difficult work, the difficult day that you're going through, post the wins, post the losses, right? This stuff is going to help get other people either to the gym or to stay on track with the nutrition or whatever it is. All right. So I'm proud of all of you. So please keep doing what you're doing. All right. Makes me super proud as a coach. So please, this afternoon, stay safe. That's it from me tonight. And then I'll see you all through the week. All right. Bye. Good to see you all. Bye.